Hey, thanks for watching the first video. It's how to remove the gauge cluster from your E350. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. There is a little tutorial on how to change the odometer so that your van's gonna read the correct mileage. But now let's dive deep into repinning and getting everything on the gauge to work. All right, so now that we have everything back together with the truck cluster. So this is the F series with the tachometer. It's got my odometer reading correct now. We're gonna focus on the wiring harness. So this is the van cluster, and when you turn it over, as I mentioned before, we have the wiring harness. I labeled them with letters A, B, and C. So A is in the center, B is the black one, C is on the left. This is how it looks when it comes out of the van. You're gonna be staring at them like so. This is where it gets a little tedious. We're gonna go one by one. I'll kind of show you how to take them apart so you can repin to whatever you need to repin to. I do have my laptop open so I can follow the pinning instructions, which will move which wire to which location. But first, we gotta separate this and without breaking them. That's the hardest part, right? So I take my screwdriver, there's a little tab. Now this acts as kind of like a little garage door type thing. But if we can get these separated correctly, without breaking, there we go. I tend to work. So pushing the little tab that holds them. There we go. Cool. And then it flips open like that. So now you have access to be able to pull all these out. And the first one, show you how the numbers are laid. So let me grab this one. Yeah, it's sitting like this. The other two are sitting in that. So when they come out of the cluster, I'm gonna number them. So in the center one, the black wire, which is your ground, is number 1 through 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. 1 to 12, and then 1 to 12. So just the middle one reads like a book from left to right. This one's right to left, this one's right to left. So keep that in mind when I'm talking about numbers. I would. So we got 1 to 16, 1 to 12, here's a little arrow, and then this one is 1 to 12. We're gonna work on the 16 plug. So we're converting it from C220A, and we're gonna convert it to the C250B, which is the F series plug. And in order to depin one of these, we're gonna start with the ground. So we're gonna remove ground wire number 1, and the way you do it is you take your skinny eyeglass screwdriver, and if you can tell, well, let's see if it focuses. On the top side, inside the plug, is where the connection is made. And then if you slide the screwdriver at this angle all the way in, there's a plastic tab that you can pry down. So I'm going to push up on the screwdriver, push up just a little bit, and you release the pin. So that's what they look like. So you're sliding against this and then pushing up like that. So you're not as super drastic, but you're gonna remove that. And the ground wire, you're just gonna let it hang out for a while. You actually don't even use this unless you want to use this wire for your CTO, which we'll get to later. All right, so that's first step. And so you abandon that one because it seems to be redundant. What's in number 2, we're gonna move to the ground. So we're taking this blue and red one, we're gonna move it to position 1. So same thing, stick the screwdriver down, pry it open, pulls out, and just move it right over to number 1. Click it in, good. CTO wire, which can be found in your engine bay, like if you open your hood, it's to the right. This is what it looks like. It says CTO on it, it's white and red, but let's pretend this is the black wire is our CTO wire. Put it into space number 12. So, we got, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're gonna plug, this is now our CTO wire because we spliced it. So just bear with me, I'm just gonna put this in there. Number 12. After we did that, move the wire from C to 20C, which would be this guy. So we're gonna take a wire from this one and put it into here. And it's gonna be wire number 8. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's this one, which is, yes, oh sorry, it's violet and blue. Kind of looking brown right now, but if I cleaned it off, maybe it's violet and blue. Here, down in this violet and light blue. So again, we gotta open the trap door. Now, it sits like this. So you gotta flip it over. Push in your tabs. There we go. All right, so got that door open. So it was the violet and blue, number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now there is a violet and white in there, so just make sure you're grabbing number 8. Pull it out. And we're gonna put it in number 13. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Next to the CTO wire. Goes this way. Have to move these out of the way. There it goes. Clicked it in. All right. So now you have one that goes into here. Now we are done with our 16 plug. You can close it up. Boom, boom. Now I got a lot of work to do with these two. So now we're gonna go and work on the black plug, which is B. Also do that here. A, B, and C. So first step on B, and we're converting this one from C220B from the van. It's gonna be converted to the F series, which is called the C250C. And we're gonna move number 11 to the number 1 position. So we're gonna take this black and pink one and put it on the end. Again, gotta open it up. Sorry, not doing it on camera. There it goes. There. So we're gonna be taking black and pink, moving it to the number 1 position. Take that out, put it right in to number 1. We're gonna move number 8 to number 11. Got 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, which is green, dark green, just dark green. So take the dark green one, flip it over, and put it into space 11. Now we're going to take number 9, which is this green with the black stripe. Right? 12, 11, 10, 9. Yeah. Green with the black stripe. Take that guy out. And we're going to move it right next door to number 8. If I can get it out. There we go. Boom. To number 8. Then number 12, which is this red one. We're going to take it out of this one. And remember, this one is our CTO wire, so I put it back there. So take this red one. We're going to move it all the way over to here in position 11. So you're going to need to extend this wire. Now this is the whole reason I even bought all of this, let alone to show you guys, but you're going to extend this wire so that it can reach, because when it's plugged in, your harness isn't flexible or have enough slack for it to actually reach over here. So you can get yourself some wire. This one I'm going to be using as my extension on my actual van. So it comes from here, 11 over here, which is next to this red and yellow one. Right. Clicked it in. So that came from there. I'm just going to kind of let it cross. The next one is from number 7 to number 9. So let's do that one. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is dark green with a light green stripe. Take that one out. Again, you're going to extend that wire from that harness over to here. And when I say put it in number 9, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now what I don't have is 4x4 on my van yet. Someday it will. But if you have 4x4, there's a wire off the transfer case. So you grab that wire off the transfer case and you attach it to number 9 on the black plug. And this will light up your four-wheel drive indicating light. So that's a pretty cool one to have if it actually all works. So then you're done with the black plug. Close that off, good to go. All right, now we're gonna move on to our C plug. So this is going from the C220C to the truck C250A, which we take number 5 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the green and red. And we're gonna put it in position 8. Green and red. Easier for me to do it from this side. And we're gonna count it over. So it's just on the other side of this one. It's next to the green with a green stripe. We move number 1, which is black and white. Sorry, we're actually not done with the black one over there yet. Take this black and white wire and we're gonna move it to this black one. My bad. I already closed it up. So let me reopen it. Okay, open. Position 1, which is this ground, and move it to 12. And again, you're gonna have to extend this wire and put it in number 12 over here. There we go. We got one more wire and we're done. So I take number 4 from here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna take circuit number 4, which is violet and white. Remove it from this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And extend the wire again. Put it in position 3 over here. 1, 2, 3. Boom, you are done. So, like I said, there will be written instructions and a link to a post on Diesel Stop. Once you do that, you plug it all into your cluster, and in theory, everything should work. So I'm gonna go do mine, do all this wiring that we just did on my actual van, plug it in, and hope it all works. Let's say you got 4 that you gotta extend. 2 that go from this one to this one, and 2 that also go from this one to that one. So there you go. Okay, one last thing, well, I guess 2 last things to do before we actually put it in the van and it'll be finished. I did test it out. It all seemed to work perfectly fine, but here's 2 things that I noticed differently. This one below is the new one, the truck one. This is the van. The biggest difference is this tab right here. It's in a completely different spot than the van one is. So what I'm gonna do, I mean, it's got 4 of them. I'm gonna chop it off and it should fit fine. So I just got my Dremel out. Let's go ahead and chop that bad boy off. I know this was a tedious video. It's not done yet, but thanks for watching if you made it this far. Hopefully your cluster will work out perfectly fine. If you guys could do me a favor, hit subscribe, smash the like button, comment below, and ring the notification bell, that'd be great. I'm going to try and start growing this YouTube channel. So if you could tell at least 5 people that might be interested in any of the content that I have, that'd be helpful. Thanks so much. I think that's pretty good. So that will fit now. Which also makes me want to check one of my bulbs, because supposedly it's the ABS sensor, if I remember correctly. So in one of the forums, it says to get rid of this, I think it's a transistor. So you cut those 3. And then I believe, if I remember correctly, I'll have to double check, but I think it's hot wire from here to here. And then your ABS sensors work. All right, I got everything wired up decently. 12 pin over here, 16 pin in the center, and another 12 pin on the right. So we're gonna plug it in, turn it on, and hope it works. Give me 1 second. All right, so I got all of it working. I made that cut right here. I also had to trim back. You can see like where this plastic comes back, attaches to that tab back there. There you go. I cut that, so give my little pointer, little pick. I cut from, I made this a lot shorter or narrower. And I went from the top up here all the way down and all the way back, just to make room for that. So then you only have 3 screws holding it in, but that's definitely not going anywhere. And yeah, let me put those screws in. You got 3. You got the 1, 2, and 3. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. If you made it all the way to the end, congratulations. I did do a test drive video, which I'll upload separately to show more of the shifting points and how it idles. So thanks again. Bye.